Namaste. Welcome to Powerhouse Sorrel. I'm Energy Goddess. Welcome to my channel. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to my lit growing YouTube. Okay. Welcome in. Today's message is going to be a transit talk. All right. Transit talk. The current transit right now is Sun and Aquarius, Moon and Cancer. Let's talk about it. Archangel Michael, I ask that you come down and place a hedge of protection around me as I do the reading. Archangel Jabril, thank you for helping to guide the messages from above, so below. What we got going on? What's going on? Orphaned. Okay. So somebody could be feeling orphaned. It's just the season. Kind of like growing up, serendipity. I never know what the fuck that word meant. I'll look it up. Let me see. Let's look it up. Let's look it up, y'all. Serendipity. Orphan. Serendipity. I know orphan is just giving me the vibes of somebody feels orphaned or like they've been left behind. Serendipity. The occurrence and development of events by chance in a happy or beneficial way. So even though you was orphaned or left behind, it was the occurrence and the development of events by chance in a happy or beneficial way. So this was something good that was meant to happen. Okay, I'm glad I looked that word up. So yeah, this meant to happen here, collective. Let's get transit messages. Serendipity, huh? Goddess. Express your divine feminine energy, embracing its magical intuition and nurturing qualities. Goddess. Now remember, you're a goddess, but that's not all you are. You know? You're more than that. You don't want to label it right, but you're more than that. What's these two messages? Crown chakra and fairies. You have a strong bond with the fairies, and your life purpose involves helping Mother Nature. Okay, fairies. Some of y'all really do have very strong, supportive, angelic help. The fairies. Then we have crown chakra. Pay attention to your ideas as their messages of true divine guidance sent in to answer your prayers. Okay? So pay attention. And you got fairies also, goddess energy. Come on. Let's see what they talking about with Sorrel. Something was divinely meant to happen. Here, spirit, family, something was very divine meant to happen. Getting this message. Even if you were left behind, I mean, I feel like it's a divine occurrence. Is what spirit is saying. Something good is going to come out of this. Okay. Let's get the messages here. Chariot. Just want to come on out. Okay. So first card out in our present energy. Chariot. And we have the moon out. Wow. Very interesting. The strength card. Future King of Cups. Love it. Oh my God. The Empress. Consciously. You're aware of that. Let's go. What are the messages here? The Hanged Man. Okay. Yeah. really good energy here. 5 of Cups. Okay. 4 of Swords. And the King of Wands. Final outcome here. It's in the 3 of Pentacles. Not bad. Let's talk about it here. Okay. Now, some things to kind of keep in mind with the transit. What I'm hearing is that even though you might have fucked up certain situations, it happened for a reason. It really did. Those of us getting this message, right? It really happened for a reason, okay? Bottom of the deck energy is in 7 of Pentacles. It's worth investing in you and this energy within you. You're divine. You're being guided. You have a lot of earthly support, ethereal support, just angelic beings at your assistance, okay? And I want you to take advantage of this, okay? As well as just your mind, period, right? Is being more connected lately to the divine, right? You're a goddess. Just that energy is just you popping out as the Empress consciously, like you're aware of that, right? So these are key things I want you to keep in mind, right? And you learned a great deal of lessons as well that are going to take you places. So everything happened for a reason, right? Now let's break down everything. Let's go into it. Let's dive a little deeper. The Chariot in our present energy is just this forward movement, right? A feeling left behind, but now I must continue on the journey, right? Tell me more about the Chariot, okay? Listening to the spirit, not being afraid to be guided by the spirit, right? And then the devil pops out, you know? I feel like there could have been like some sort of temptations or things along the spiritual journey for us getting this reading, and they were divinely meant to happen, you know, certain, whether they were addictions, obsessions, whatever type of shit that kind of took a hold at some point, right? Coming to terms with these things now, moving forward with the Chariot energy, listening to spirit like, hey, I'm just going to do what's best for me. This is a really dope ass message. I love this for us collective, you know, because before the devil would have represented like a lot of different things, with a lot of different negative aspects, right? But now it's like with this particular transit, it's like you're learning that everything happens the way it's supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not in resistance to life anymore. It's like a flow now. You know, it's kind of a rhythm. So even with the death, you know, there's a rebirth, right? And so it's very transformative to the relationship you're now having with your soul, your spirit body. You know what I'm saying? Because we in life, we get very in tune with our physical body, not so much our spiritual, right? And so this is where we are, you know, those of us getting the message, right? Sun in Aquarius, moon and Cancer. Tell me more about the moon. What's going on with the moon? And we have about the King of Wands with the moon. You're a leader. At times you don't feel like you're a leader because you follow behind a lot of what other people do. This is really intense. This is your problem area. So those of us getting this message, this is like Sun in Aquarius, Moon in Cancer is telling you feel, think. A lot of us, we want to be in the spotlight, but the thing is that you're more than, you are the spotlight. We got to remember that. We are the light. You know what I'm saying? We don't find the light. We are the light. You know what I'm saying? So understand like who you are truly, you know, in this vessel. I know it gets really complicated with all the jargon, but that's just who we are innately, you know. And I feel like with this King of Wands and leadership, it's speaking higher. It's speaking of your higher self and who you really want to be. You don't want to be somebody who walks in the shadows of other people. And I feel like that was a very tough lesson in you becoming the goddess and truly connecting to your crown chakra fairy energy, finding your own lane to lead yourself. And sometimes that's problematic for us getting this read, right? But this is certainly something we're working through. Bottom of the deck with the Six of Swords. I love it, right? Because the Six of Swords is telling you you're working through it with spirit because you've developed this much more mature relationship with spirit instead of looking at spirit like, you know, it was the two of you working together. Now it's one, right? Not afraid to take the advice, right? With the Chariot and movement of the spiritual awakening, listening, right? Just letting spirit guide that inner sense of knowing that I'll be okay on the other side, right? I love this for us, right? Then we got out in our past energy with the strength, okay? It was something very important about the strength. Being orphaned. It was a situation that was meant to happen because if it didn't happen, how could we ever be as strong as we are, right? Many people look to us for strength and for that extra piece of energy, right? And so this is something you'll have to now utilize to be your own leader in your own lane. You know, everybody's coming into this individual expression of what best fits them, right? And this is really, you know, a struggle area for us all, just period. Not just us getting the read, but everybody, period, right? So tell me more about the strength. Yeah, we got out the Lovers because it's very hard for you to walk away from certain relationships and just say, you know what, I'm going to be my own person. You always think that you have to click up or be, you know, with, and it doesn't necessarily, it's because of that orphan in you. You've been orphaned. You come from a broken background, a broken past. And sometimes you forget that you don't have to carry where you've been to where you're going. Sometimes you think that you do, and sometimes you struggle with remembering you don't, right? King of Cups. Tell me more about the King of Cups. Whoa, y'all went crazy about the King of Cups. I'm going to take this. 4 Pentacles, okay? And so basically the King of Cups is saying now you've matured emotionally and in an intelligent form, right? And you don't have to be stuck to anything in the past. Now you can make solid, practical moves on your own and feel safe. You know what I'm saying? On your own. Because many of us click up because we don't feel safe on our own. And this is that deep ass energy of, you know, from where you are in the past to go into the future. It's like a total role reversal here, basically. You know what I'm saying? Where you might have seen it as a weakness, now you're using it as a strength. Like, I'm going to cultivate this. It's not about really, for those of us getting this message, of separation so much as a bonding and the unification of all energies, the Empress, because the Empress guides many. You know what I'm saying? And the Empress has the respect of all. So, you know what I'm saying? Just is what it is. I feel like you are aware of who you are consciously. Those of us getting this message here, tell me more about the Empress, Holy Spirit. I feel you're more conscious, more aware of that. Because you connect into the crown chakra, yeah. The World. Yep, a lot of lessons you had to learn. 5 of Pentacles. See, in order for you to get to the Empress, you had to go through that storm. You had to wither that storm. I feel like some of y'all, even now, you're realizing, like, you know, You want to change up something. You want to do something differently. You might have learned a lesson in how you did it before. So now it's very valuable that you use that lesson and do something different moving forward. This is worth the investment. Seven of Pentacles. Remember I was saying in the beginning, something is going to be worth the investment. I feel like the investment is to invest in self at this time, in your own individual expression and creative identity. Because some of us here for this reading, I'm hearing it's like you might have been following when you should have been leading. You know what I'm saying? Your own sort of revolution, your own sort of wave. And then some of us tried to use the old shit and that didn't work. So that's insanity. Stop trying to do the shit the same way and then thinking you're going to get a different result, right? So now you've moved past all of these energies, Five of Pentacles, the loss, right? The world, the lessons, right? Of everything, right? Now sitting back in the Empress, going right back to the Empress in abundance because of all the things you've learned. Now you're consciously aware of what you have, your value, okay? Tell me more about the Hangman. Tell me about the Hangman here. We got the Two of Wands, okay? And this talks about in those moments when you have to do the duties of what an Empress does, right? You take reflective moments in the Hangman and gain the best perspective. You know what I'm saying? That's not ego-based, but kind of for the best, all parts and aspects of the self. You know what I'm saying? With integrity and dignity and choice, right? Despite whatever you might have felt disappointed about, it was because you had this sort of attachment, but it was all very serendipity. You know what I'm saying? Serendipitous, I guess, to what you were experiencing, because through that disappointment, it evolved you. You know what I'm saying? Some of us, everybody doesn't fold in conflict or uncomfortability or having it bad or whatever, right? Some of us are able to endure, and that's, you know, really those of us getting this message is where you at. You know, you've been able to endure. Five of Cups. Tell me more about the Five of Cups in a way that's developed you spiritually and like really been your strength, your rock. Five of Cups. Clarified by the Five of Swords, okay? Really, you know, I feel like that's your superpower, you know, conflict, because it's like you're able to alienate it and then use it towards a greater good that helps you in turn to end certain things within you. And I feel like you struggle between your light and your dark because you think it has to be one or the other. You know what I'm saying? But in fact, to be well integrated would be more like the goal is what I feel like, right? So Four of Swords is telling you like the influence of the world, when it gets too much, kind of rest. That, you know, that's your moment. You know what I'm saying? That's your moment to remember to go back in and reflect. You know what I'm saying? Come back to earth, right, with it and shit. Don't get too crazy, be in your feelings, right? Being too impractical. You know, there's this sense of rest, you know, because you don't have a lot to do. People who aren't really on this spiritual journey see the beginning, right? Four of Swords tells you, yeah, you back at the beginning. So in the beginning, you want to take it slow. You want to, you know, take it slow. Oh. For real, because it's like you don't have to rush something that you just started. Take it all in where you are. You know what I'm saying? That's what the world reflects back to you when you see conflict. That's why you're so good at dealing with it. This is worth the investment. Make your own lane. Create your own lane. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be that follower no more. You don't have to sit in these groups, or you can make your own little, and it might not be as it used to be because you're not thriving on the negativity, the lower vibrations. You've come out of that shit. 5 of Cups, 5 of motherfucking Swords. It's still 10, period. Though different suits, because it's things you had to overcome mentally and emotionally because of the baggage you had as being orphaned, you know what I'm saying, at some point in time in your life, right? And so it's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Understand like where you are, right? And so respect that shit. You feel me? Spirit needs you to know that. King of Wands. Shit. Let me hurry up. King of Wands. Okay, so then we got out. Look at this shit. To clarify the King of Wands, we got out the Queen of motherfucking Cups. Okay, this is telling you like whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, that you choose is going to be happy, a beautiful marriage with that. You're being supported because you choose healing, right? Tell me more about the outcome here in the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, 2 of Cups. Some of y'all, I feel like it's a love story or a connection or something like that that inspires you to get your new thing out there, like, you know, or your new self arrives, your new goddess energy, fairy energy, you know what I'm saying? Like a love connection, like something pure, something that you care about. Bottom of the deck is in the Knight of Cups. Okay, so something really beautiful is trying to happen in your life, you know what I'm saying? Then you got the 3 of Pentacles again over here. Okay, so something really beautiful, teamwork, friendship, you know what I'm saying, camaraderie, but it's just gonna be you doing a different type of thing, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe you picking a different route, a different category, a different something to kind of bring your judge back, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's not like you missing nothing, but it's like you want to add something to new you because you've evolved so much, you know what I'm saying? And you keep trying to be the old person that you used to be. It's not panning out, right? So it's kind of sliding into this new God body presence, right? For the most part is what I'm getting for the Sun in Aquarius, Moon and Cancer messages. Let me know how you guys like this one. Love you guys. Peace.